This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, starting at verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Wakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders, the great millstone, for teaching me the truth 100% securely. I would like to give a salutation to the Akim and Aqua who are listening and studying to show that self-approved. This is your brother Bayan from the South Oklahoma Hebrew Israelite Camp, coming back to you with another lesson. And I just wanted to put out another watchman lesson, okay? Because there's the things that Esau Edom has put in place that the nation of Israel, Yahshua, should be aware of, all right? But before this picture that I saw right here, and it's a very interesting picture, from Jenny Guy H8N, it's on his page. Jenin Guy, Salaki, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, the name wrong, but this is the picture that I saw, and it says right here, the king is the the bank, the queen is the government, media and corporation, the bishop, military is the knight, police is the castle, and you are the pawn. Okay, the people are the pawn. That's the poor and the needy. That most likely are the pawns. All right. So really, if you think about it, man, this is a powerful picture right here, because it's very true. Okay. If anybody know about the game of chess, they also call the game of chess the game of life. Okay, so the game of life, where the king is the mastermind, the king is the person that bring forth the plan. Okay, and that king represents the plan and the idea, and in order for you to win the game of chess, you have to trap and put the king in checkmate. Okay, by doing so, you have to generalize your ideas and your plans, and by using a tool that's surrounding that king, because you are, first and foremost, you also have to protect your king. Hence the reason that the king is the banks. Okay, they always got to protect the interest. Esau is going to protect their interest, which is the resources. Okay, all right, and then the king that uses the pieces around him, which would be the queen, the bishop, the knights, the castle, and the pawns. Okay. Now the queen in this particular lesson that I'm gonna bring up, it represents the government. I'm gonna talk about that more often, because Esau Edom had made some moves in place. Well, first I'm gonna go ahead and get into this article, okay? I came across. All right, the first article, which is right here about the mandate that's been going on. So okay, this is January 21st, 2022. Okay, court blocked mandate for federal employees. Okay, so that's a move that's been made by Esau Edom, aka your so-called white man, the Rockefellers, Rothschild, those elite bankers. They put that move in place. Okay, and there's a reason for that. Okay, now hence the reason why I pull out that chess move, because every move that's made on that board represents a cause and effect. Okay, so you make one move, okay, that represents the cause, what caused them to make that move, first and foremost, what caused that person, individual, to make that move. Okay, now the effect is not going to take place on that time where they actually made the move. Okay, like as you right here, okay, aka Esau Edom made the move to put the halt on the mandate this month. Okay, but later on, we're not going to see the effect of that move until maybe like 3 to 6 months, or sometimes a year later. Okay, that's how chess work. Okay, this is how you see far ahead. All right, so really the federal employees are there's a lot of people that have federal employees, but one particular federal employee I want us to talk about is the post office. Okay, United States Postal Service. All right. But yeah, I wanted to bring this lesson out right here, because it said the federal judge in Texas ruled Friday that the Biden administration cannot enforce its mandate for federal employees, issuing an injunction that halt the requirement nationwide. Okay, and then right here in this third paragraph. Okay, because it's Judge Jeffrey Brown found found the president had no legal authority to require Fed to get the mandate, to go along with his mandate. Okay, and that lets you know who's really in control. They let you know that Biden really don't have no control. That who's the mastermind is the bank, as we've seen in that picture. All right, in the third paragraph, jump down to the third paragraph, it said, this case is not about whether folks should go along with this mandate against the crown. Okay, the court believed they should, he wrote. It's not even about the federal government's power exercised properly to mandate of its of its employees. It's instead about whether the president can, with the stroke of a pen without the input of Congress, require millions of federal employees to undergo a medical procedure as a condition of their employment. That under the current state of the law, as just recently expressed by the Supreme Court, is a bridge too far. Okay? See, notice this is the smoke screen right here, because they really don't give a damn. All right? But right here it said it's a bridge too far. Okay, they're going too far is because they can't go along with their plan right now. Okay, the Esau Edom want everybody to go along with this mandate. Okay, now had Biden actually got his plan going through, then they plan would have failed right away, because we know for a fact that the people that actually have to go along with this mandate, the company that are enforcing the mandate, that's not in federal employees, like your restaurant workers, your nurses, et cetera, et cetera. All of those people, they're basically not essential to the American economy, aka Babylon the Great. Okay, so they're going to get mandated. But if you've seen how the people reacted, the people actually, a lot of people quit. So therefore, the grinding have ceased and the workers is few. Okay, the Octay he mentioned in Amazon, they short on workers right now. Okay, all right, the nursing staff, they short on nurses. Okay, all right, so they put a halt on that for a reason, because they have to be used as a tool to enforce this mandate, to enforce this new world order agenda. All right, so. That's one. I wanted to bring that article out, right? I did enough talking. Before I bring this next article, I'm gonna go ahead and finish that precept that I read in the beginning. Okay, this is Ezekiel 3:17. I'm gonna read that again. It says, "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the words at my mouth, and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou shalt give him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked ways to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand." Verse 19, "Yet if thou warn the wicked, and turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul." Okay, so this is the point, a reason why, the Octium, the man of Great Millstone, we go out there on the corner, because we're telling you, we warning you, okay? Because we see these things getting ready to take place, all right? So going back into this article, this is what's going on right now. I mean, of course, there's many other things that's getting ready to take place, but this is one of the many things that's going on right here. This is from the Washington Post, okay? Biden plans to ship 500 million Crown 19 tests, all right, Crown Royale test kits transform Postal Service into relief agency. Okay, the Postal Service is an important tool for this agenda that's getting ready to put place. Okay, so now you've seen an article. The reason why they put a stop to those mandates is because they need the Postal Service just to bring forth these kits, okay, these test kits that they're getting ready to enforce around on the whole economy. Because you got to understand, the motto of the post office is they pride themselves on every door delivery mail. Okay, no matter where you can be, you can be in the boonies, all right, and I guarantee you, like, they're gonna get their mail to you. Okay, your packages, all of those things, they're gonna find a way to get it to you. Okay, you can be on an island somewhere. All right, that's how much territory that the post office actually covered when it comes to their services. Okay, why you think they are over $7 billion a year company? Okay, it's because they pride themselves on those things. Okay, they are. If you know the information about the post office, their company been around just as long as the United States has been established. Okay, just as 200 some years or so. All right, so that's another thing that to keep in mind. Okay, the postal service been around for years. Okay, and they are the first what we call a commercial today. They are the first people that you can get the information from. Okay, talk to your local carrier now. I guarantee you they know more about your next door neighbor than you do. Okay, I had a conversation with a mail carrier once, and he told me like, oh yeah, those guys down there they getting a divorce. How the hell you know that? But it makes sense because they the ones that dropping their mail off to every door delivery mail. They pride themselves on that every single day. Okay, this is every day. Your mailman is walking through your neighborhood and they're dropping off from every house. Don't matter what, every house. Okay, so this is a tool. The post office being used as a tool to enforce their agenda. Okay. Now here in the paragraph it said the U.S. Postal Service mission is to deliver 500 million Crown 19 test kit, has cast it in an unprecedented role in the nation's pandemic response, just as the Crown infection had peaked within its own rank and its network is under immense strain. Okay, so and another thing, man. You know they trying to say that they have this mass deck. Of course, it is with Esau Edom, but really Esau Edom is trying to just like when Biden was in office. I mean not Biden, but Trump. He was in office. He was trying to turn the postal service into a private company. Okay, just like these other companies. There are a lot of private companies. Okay, that's another thing. When a company go private, they can kind of do away with a lot of things. They can basically treat the employees like shit. Okay, so the minute the post office go private, I mean we talking about a every door delivery service going private, that cover the whole every ground of the United States. Okay, really worldwide. Okay, that really think about it, it's worldwide. All right, so they turn that worldwide tool that the Rockefellers is trying to use and make it private. That's when really the economy is going to go to shit. Okay, but going back to that chess analogy. Now, if you're a real chess player, you understand that the post office is like the queen on the chessboard, and a real chess player actually use their queen a lot. They use their queen to implement a bunch of plans and stuff like that to get their plan out. That's why I noticed how you said it. I like how you put the government right here in the picture because it's the government that normally enforces the law, but it's a banker they write out the laws. Okay, they put all these laws in place. They have this idea of what they want implement, and the government go out. Well, it's a lot. Yeah. The government go out and they enforce this law. They what they want to happen. They basically based on the will of the banks. All right. So what's going on is that if a person lose their queen, they're going into their chess analogy, they will quit the whole game. A lot of time, that's how they work. Like it can be in the middle of the game. The minute they take their queen out, they whole plan is shattered. Okay, so this is the role of the post office, man, because they are pretty much like the queen of this whole plan that NWO plan. Okay, and that's how powerful the queen is on the chessboard. So you got to understand the post office is in a powerful position just to uphold its society. And the reason why they didn't want to mandate the federal employees because they would have lost all the employees. They wouldn't been able to implement this plan right here. Plan to issue out test kits to every door delivery mail. Okay, everybody's going to get these test kits. Okay, and this right here in turn is going to give information to the elite. Okay, because right now they're trying to figure out who is who. They're trying to figure out who's going along with this mandate and who's not. And in order for them to figure that out, they have to use the post office as a tool of information. See, a lot of people don't realize that the post office is an advertisement agency. It's not no just delivery mail. It's based on an advertisement agency. It's a agency that give information. Okay, and there's another personal experience of mine where right here in Tulsa, this how cold this is, man. Because right here in Tulsa, I remember there was a incident. Betty Chevy and Terrence Crockett. Okay, there was a police officer, a wicked police officer. Of course, he was a wicked J because he was on drugs. He was doing this and that. I mean, he got judged from the Most High. Okay, but the kicker of this is that the police officer, how she got her cat, because she a police officer is about 30, 40, she get paid about 30, 40, 50,000 a year. And her case was a high stake case. She really didn't have the money to afford a lawyer to get her off or get her the sentence that she got. So they used the post office as a tool, the people in the surrounding, the local, to send out donation areas, to send out donation letters to surrounding to certain areas in here in Tulsa. Okay, and that letter, that letter actually said, why should a police officer have to suffer for doing her job? That's what the letter said. And then they basically said give out a donation to help the case. And if I remember correctly, she actually they talked about how much money that she raised so she can get off on that case. Okay, so the lawyer can complete her case and get her a better sentence. And that's exactly what happened. So that's just to bring that point. I wanted to bring that point just to show you that the post office is a tool for the government to enforce their plan. Okay, now these test kits are getting ready to get mailed out to every house. Now they're going to be able to determine who is going to go along with this mandate. So now we're going to be looking like Australia, how Australia is. Okay, so this is going to give them information to see that, okay, this address didn't participate in the test kit, because you got to understand, once they they're gonna determine what house is going to go along with the test kit, and they properly do the test, and then they send the test kits back out. Now they're going to recognize that the people, I sent the test kits here, but it was no response at this address. You see? So that's what I wanted to point out. Okay. All right. So this is the post office that's getting used as a tool, and that's the things that getting ready to take place. Okay. So this is let's get back into the scriptures. Okay. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. And you say, but of the time and the season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Okay, see, not a lot of people is aware of how much influence the post office really have. Okay, so that is like a thief in the night, because the post office is a word of mouth advertisement. That's what they call it, a word of mouth advertisement. There's like 3 different type of advertisement. You have the visual advertisement with the the signs on the highway. Okay, and then you have the audio advertisement. The TV, etc. Internet, all of those videos, and then you have the word of mouth advertisement, which the post office fall up under that category. Okay, and that right there, that word of mouth is, that can easily get swept right up under people's nose if you're not paying attention. Okay. All right, so this is I'm gonna read verse 2 again. It said, for yourself know perfectly that day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. And verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety. Okay, so right now it's peace and safety to the people that say, oh well, we don't have to go along with this mandate. The federal employees, they don't have to go along with this mandate, but that's temporary. So, it's only temporary. They don't care about your life. Okay, they want to destroy. They want to do that population control. They want to see who's going to go along with this agenda, who's not. Okay. And it said, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Okay, so I'm pretty much seeing that after all these test kits get delivered, so they're gonna start sending them out by the end of this month. So let's say You know, there's 500 million of them, so about 3 to 4 months time period. Okay, during the middle of the summer, we're going to start seeing some moves being made by Esau Edom. Okay, yeah, as I said earlier, you know, the analogy, the move can be made today, but you won't see the effect until 3 to 6 months, year, you know, up into a year from now. All right. And that's when, you know, a lot of people are going to be asleep then, and they're going to get caught off guard, as I read in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and 3. All right, verse 4. And he said, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Okay, this is why we tell you to get back to the words of Yahweh Shai. Okay, read your Bible, pick it up, and make you aware, okay? 1 Peter 5 and 8, be sober, be vigilant, because the devil, your adversary, as a roaring lion, walking about seeking whom he may devour. Okay, these test kits getting sent to your house, and that is the devil, your adversary, walking about seeking whom he may devour. Okay, he's seeking whether you are going to participate in his New World Order plan. Okay, in verse 5, it says, ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of darkness, Salaki, we are not of night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Okay, so we're watching and we're sober, right? We're seeing that, man, these devils, they making moves right now, okay? Right now, it seems a lot more peaceful right now. No, not a lot of people are protesting, even though there's still little minor seditions here and there about who's going along with the mandate and who not, but it's going to pick up. It's going to happen at a, you know, as fast as just you can turn up a heat on the stove. Okay, that's travail upon a woman with child right there. It's going to happen with the snap of a finger. Okay, so man, I wanted to bring that out, and I got another scripture, which is this is Psalm, the book of Psalm, chapter 56. Oops, Alexa. Psalm 56. I'm gonna start at verse 4, and it says, "And the Most High, I will praise His word." Okay, verse 4. It said, "In God I will praise His word. In God I have put my trust. I will not fear what flesh can do unto me." Okay, so it's better to fear the Lord than to fear what man is getting ready to do. See, these devils about to, you know, they implementing a plan right now just so they can see who is who, and then once they figure that out, just like they doing in Australia right now, okay, you know, once they figure that out, then they gonna make their move. Okay, verse 5. Every day they rest my word, and all their thoughts are against me. Zalakia. Verse 5, I'm gonna read that again. It said, every day they rest my word, and rest my word, all their thoughts are against me for evil. Verse 6, they gather themselves together, they hide themselves, they mark my step when they wait for my soul. Okay, see how they marking this, how they marking your step? If they're using the postal service as a tool to determine whether you are going to follow along with this mandate. Hence the reason, when you're going back to that article, they getting ready to gather all these test kits, and they're going to deliver to every door delivery mail. The post office used it for every door delivery mail. So now you see the reason why they put a stop to federal employees, because they need the postal service to deliver these test kits. Okay, they're using the postal service as a tool. All right, getting ready to take place. All these things are getting ready to come to pass. Okay, as you said in the book of Matthew 24, about the 6th verse. Okay, verse 5. Okay, I'm going to start at verse 5. It said, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. Okay, see, we're going to have a lot of false prophets. Hence, you got the Christian church. Okay, all of these 501c3 charter that's basically saying that this mandate, this pope, that jab was created by the Lord. The Lord sent the angel to to get that they come in the name of Yahweh Shah, saying that this thing is for your benefit when it's really not. Okay, in verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Okay, there's rumors of wars right now. Spreading, me and the Octagon, we just did a highway and byway about the World War III that's getting ready to take place. All of these little things that's happening is going to gear up for World War III. And ultimately, the elite banker, they have a plan to mark you with that charisma. Okay, Revelation 13 and 16. All right. And it says, see that ye be not troubled. Okay, we're right now we're not troubled. Okay, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So what I'm just telling you right now, this is going to come to pass. Okay, right now they're gonna determine. They're gonna use the postal service as a tool to determine who's not going to follow along with this agenda. Okay, and once they figure that out, okay, all of these things must come to pass. All right. Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Okay, and the hint that they got, okay, they using this pandemic to stop the food shortage. All right, you go to Walmart right now, and there's a lot of empty shelves. Okay, these gas stations, we got a quick trip out here. They normally don't have they always be full to the max. They sell, but they're starting to have empty shelves. Okay, so that's their famine. All right, and then pestilence. This is the pestilence they're using this crown, this crown event. Okay, and then you got earthquakes in diverse places. All right, so we having random random weathers that's getting ready to take place. They've been happening. Earthquakes and stuff like that. All right, in verse 8, and it said, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay, this test kit that I'm mentioning is the beginning of sorrow. Okay, meaning that these test kits is going to be the beginning of someone getting dragged out of their house, just like they're doing in Australia. Okay, all right, and in verse 9, then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nation for my name's sake. Okay, so those who turn back to the Lord Yahweh Shah and cleave unto him and trust in the Most High with all thine heart, okay, and then they decide to lean not on your own understanding, you're going to be hated in this nation. Okay, you're going to be afflicted, and they're going to deliver you up, and particularly the men of great millstone, the men, those who fear the Lord Yahweh Shah, those who fear the Lord, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you're going to be delivered up to be afflicted. Okay, because that's the whole point of them sending this whole, this crown 19. They're trying to get the elect. They're trying to get the people who believe on their higher power. Okay, so yeah, man, I just wanted to. This is important message. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it off with Sirach. Or Salak, the second Esdras. About the 15th, 5 or 6 verse. Alright, I'm gonna start it. I'm ending it off with second Esdras 15 and 5. Okay, and it said, behold, said the Lord, I will bring plague upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Okay, so these are the things that are getting ready to come. In verse 6, for wickedness hath proceeded. They said, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore said the Lord, Yahweh Shah, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Okay, that's what they're doing right now. They're making moves. They're exercising themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the soul of the just complain continually. Therefore said the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Okay, so, man, call our Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, because we see the move that Esau Edom making, and if you are one of those individuals that's hoping that America, aka Babylon the Great, is gonna get turned back to normal, then you're gonna get caught in the snares and the trap, okay, that Esau Edom is putting out, okay. All right, so Lord willing, I hope this lesson was edifying. And with that, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wakakadas. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone for teaching me the truth 100% securely. Shalom, DTA, Abba, Kwam Yasharala.